Hey again guys, welcome back. It's been almost 4 months since I caught the human malware, and the dyspnea is coming back to haunt me. So yeah, that long haul stuff, no good. So if I sound out of breath, that's why. It's quite unfortunate, but it is what it is. We have another mailbag today, but I need everyone's opinions on two of these packages that'll be at the very end. You need to let me know if this belongs in mailbag or if I should throw it on my second channel, secondary. And now that I mention it, you guys should go subscribe to that one. That's for all the stuff that'll be like rants, off topic, and all that kind of stuff. All that aside, let's get started. First one up is this one, but I really didn't know what this was, so I had to open it. The description says makeup tools. And this was January 17th ordered to March 24th arrived, and yeah, it's from the Emirate Post, which is really interesting. This is actually something that took so long to come in that the seller refunded me. So this is a de-burring tool. Oh, what's going on here? Not sure. So yeah, this is used mostly in machining. I guess the bits go in there. Yeah, mostly in machining for taking the burrs after you machine something off. But I wanted it because they seem to work really well for 3D printed things too. Your first layer of a 3D print will often have what's called an elephant's foot, where it's much wider at the base. Your first layer does that so it sticks down a lot easier. And yeah, these tools apparently will help remove that. So I guess you just clip it in there somehow. There we go, that's clipped in. And you've got like a sharpened blade here, which I'll give you a close-up shortly. And yeah, you just go around your part, and this spins freely to clear the burrs. So here's a 3D printed part. Did I clear the burrs off this one, or did I get really good Cura settings? No, I think I got my settings really well. This is the bottom, but anyways, what you do is you drag this around, and this should just, yeah, there we go. See, it's cleaning off the burrs. So it just, takes off the little edges there. Let me get you a closer look of what this looks like. So yeah, here it is. It's just a little blade with two chamfers cut into it, or a little piece of metal with two chamfers. The backside is actually round, and when you go around the corners, sort of like this, it just takes off a little chunk of the elephant's foot, basically. I do have that Banggood CNC, which this might come handy for, but yeah, I bought this specifically for 3D printing, but hey, there's a whole bunch of blades in here, so who knows. On to the next one. Next one up is this one here. No info on it because it went through like 8 different shipping places to get here. $13.67, March 21st to April 4th. You'd think I'd remember what this is because it's like April 10th right now, but I don't actually have any idea. I swear a lot of my brain function has been affected by this long COVID. Alright, so these are PIR sensors. Now, I already have these specific PIR sensors, but I have a project that is upcoming on the channel, which I already have here, the parts for, but I just needed more of them because I want to make more than one. So yeah, this sensor is going to be part of that project. And specifically, I'm waiting for some diodes as well, because it looks like there's 2 empty pads here, and that'll be for a day-night sensor, basically. Yeah, right there, RT. RT, does that mean it uses a resistor? Huh, I thought these things used a diode. Oh, RL, what's that? Well, anyways, these are passive infrared sensors, PIR, and they detect motion through this fluted lens, and they send a high-low signal. I like these specifically because they have the adjustments built on. So one of them will be for sensitivity, the other one will be for triggering time, like how long, I think it's the delay between the triggers, I don't remember. And then you've got a slider here, which I believe, yeah, it makes it active high or active low. So either send a high or send a low when it's triggered. So yeah, I've got some cool projects coming with this. Should be filmed sometime soon. It's just have to be able to catch my breath. But other than that, I think it's going to be really useful, and you might want to build your own. So yeah, I bought 10 of these, and that's where they were 13 bucks. They're about $1.30 each with the ridiculous shipping these days. So 3, 5, 7, 9, and 10. Yep, got 10 here. So I can put those things into production, just waiting for the photodiodes now. I wonder where those are. Next one up is this one. Again, no lies on the bag, but $14.55. Ordered March 8th, arrived March 30th. Are these the photodiodes? I don't remember if the photodiodes are even here. What the heck is... Oh yeah, I remember. Okay. Aha, I ordered a whole bunch of these, didn't I? Oh, I'll have to check how many I have here, but I'll have to zoom you in also. So what these are, they are actually keycaps and little clear covers with the sort of like the keycap shape, so your finger rests in there. But the point is that the backing is white and the top is transparent. So you can make yourself little labels, and they can go sort of inside. So I've got one here. So there's a turbo button, and then you can put a cap on it. Hopefully it doesn't fall to bits. There we go. So there's a button that says turbo on it. Oh, you guys aren't in focus. There we go. That says turbo exclamation mark. And these go onto key switches, sort of like this. This is Utemu Red, which I got in the last mailbag, basically Cherry MX Red. And these fit on there, and now you got yourself a turbo button. So that's pretty neat. Oh, the only thing is I had a hard time taking them apart, but I guess when it's on the switch, it's better? Or maybe because the piece of paper now. Well, anyways, that's pretty good then. So yeah, you can make yourself use these things in projects and make little custom, labels. You can use a color inkjet or whatever printer to make even better labels. You trim them out to size and pop the keycaps on. So that's the plan with these things. I got 30 of these because I got 30 of the Utemu Red key switches. So yeah, this is going to be used actually fairly soon because I've got a great idea for a project with these. I'm just waiting for other parts, but I believe I can start designing it now. So make sure you're subscribed for that, not to miss that. Next one up is this one here. This is more for my professional life than for my YouTube life, but some of this could come in handy. $3.22, March 8th to March 30th. This is the kind of thing that if you need to order locally, it will be very expensive, and ordering it from China means it's very cheap, but it'll take forever. Which this kind of didn't. March 8th to March 30th, about a month. Not bad. Oh, hello. Dear customer, sincerely hope you'll like it, satisfied with your... Don't leave us 1, 2, 3, or... Yeah, whatever. Okay. So this is a silicone hose. It's about 3 feet's worth. Let's see. Yeah, about 3 feet worth. And actually it's a little bit bigger in diameter than I wanted, but that's okay. I can make it work. Now, I do a lot of brake fluid changes, brake fluid flushes in my professional life, and you do need something about this size to fit over the bleeder on top of the brake caliper in order to suck it out. Now, I don't remember what exactly. I'll put the measurements on the screen here, but I think I would go 1 millimeter smaller, so I think I'll order it again. But this kind of tube, silicone tube, thick wall like this is something you can use to build yourself a peristaltic pump with. This is stuff you can use for like a rubber, like a sort of stretching stuff, you know, like some sort of elastic properties. This stuff is extremely expensive from places like Amazon, and even it's impossible to find in places like hardware stores. You'll find the PVC stuff that's not very flexible, but this stuff is like extremely flexible. Like, look at that, without kinking. See that? So this is the kind of stuff where you kind of need to order it from China because there's not enough market for it locally. So I'm going to see if this fits on a brake bleeder. I don't think I have a caliper in here that I have access to, but once I try it on a brake bleeder, I'll let you guys know. But it does seem a little bit too big, and I thought a millimeter smaller would be a little bit too small, but it looks like I should have went a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller, I mean. So maybe I'll order some more and see if the other stuff is better. But this stuff, like I said, you can make peristaltic pumps, you can do all sorts of crazy things with it. So yeah, on to the next one. And finally, these two. This is what I need your feedback on. Should they remain in these mailbag videos, because I have one or maybe two more packages of this stuff coming, or should they go onto my secondary channel, which you'll also subscribe to? So this one here, I'll do them one at a time, but they're all very related. So $6.08, March 21st to April 4th. And so I'm going to open this. And this is another thing, much cheaper to order from China than it is to get locally. Alright, these two. And this one here, $12.11, March 21st to April 4th. Okay. There we go. Alright. So let's take a quick look at what we have here, and then I'll bring you up closer. So basically, we have hooks, and this is the type with the weight on them, and they have a little holder up top here. Again, I'll get you closer. These are hooks with a lighter weight. These are the little bit of the plastic holders. Here are some hooks with the plastic holders, but no weight. And the same things. We got 3/0. We got two of those. We got, doesn't even say. I think they're also 1/0 and 3/0. And these two are 1/0. And we've got some rubbers here. So let me get you closer. We'll take a closer look at all this. So I love fishing, and all of what you see here cost me a total of about $18 Canadian delivered, and locally we're looking at about 50-ish dollars, maybe a little bit more Canadian. And so this is why I'm just ordering in bulk ahead of time, and then not having to worry about it down the track. So what we have is we have these sort of weighted hooks, both of them 3/0 and 1/0. It says designed in Japan, but whatever. I'm not quite sure. I love using Mr. Twister brand double-tailed, they call them crot tails, I guess, double tails. And the hooks for them usually are a jig head, but I don't like the jig head so much because the weight is very far forward. Now these things, when you rig up these hooks, the weight is going to be more centered and also less likely to be catching on things. It'll make this more weedless. Maybe talking nonsense here. Yeah, basically you simply poke this hook. Oh my god, that is razor sharp. A little bit of a burr on it there, but razor sharp. So you basically thread your plastic into this end, and then you poke the hook part through, and you just bury the tip underneath the surface. So this is a 1/0 hook. I don't know why they do the 0 sizes, but the bigger the number before the 0 is, the bigger the hook, and these would be 3/0. So these are very expensive. I think 5 of them here. I think they're about $2 a piece, so I think they'd be $10 for 5 hooks. I got 10 here with the weights on them. So yeah, that's going to be cool. I got these long ones too, and they're going to go for these guys, but that'll be in a moment. Then you have just the part that twists on, so that I do have some hooks here already, and if I don't like these hooks, I can just use these. And basically you hook that onto your to your plastic and your hook. And then I've got these unweighted hooks, so I can use so I can use the same deal as those, but I can put weights on the line up higher, or no weights at all if I'm just casting from shore with something heavier. So yeah, I think I've got 40 of the 3/0, 40 of the 2/0. I've got a whole bunch of these, so in 14 mil, and so I got 40 of those as well. It comes up to way cheaper than ordering them separately here. Then these are plastics, and these are again very inexpensive. I think they're only like $2, and I got a variety of colors to try. And apparently they're very flexible. Sure seems like it, and these will swim along. We could try rigging one up. Now I'm not sure if the 3/0 or the 1/0 will work best, but I'll try rigging one just to show you here. So first you poke this in like this, and then you twist. Oh, I got it a little bit off center there. Poke in like this, twist the bait on. Now I've never used this style of plastic holder, so if I get it wrong, my apologies. And then what you do is you line up the hook. So you see that the hook is going to come out of the body. Let me see if I can focus a little bit higher. Okay, so the hook will come out of the body about there. So what you do then is you poke this through. And let me tell you, these hooks are razor sharp. They might not keep their edge. I know cheap hooks often don't keep their edge, but it's definitely not that they're not sharp. So that it comes out like this, okay? And then you take the body of the bait and you just tuck the very point underneath. So then you hook your line up here, and then you have a bait that's completely weedless, okay? No obstructions will come and grab that hook, but as soon as a fish bites, it'll actually break free. I don't want to damage the lure, but it'll break free and it'll hook your fish. I don't know if you can see it like that. So that's the point of these, and I got a whole bunch of different colors. This is going to be very successful. Chartreuse. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Chartreuse.
But chart and sort of like bright colors for the river, and then for the lakes, something a little bit darker, a little bit more frog-like color. Definitely be good. So the point is, I'm probably going to put the boat in the water. I have a little rowboat. It's going to go in the water, probably in the river here, and I might do some outing videos on my secondary channel, SC Condary. Subscribe to that channel if you want to join. And I'm going to put these to the test. My plan is to do like a AliExpress only fishing challenge, so it would only be allowed to use the stuff I bought from AliExpress, which I believe there's 1 or 2 more packages on the way, to see if we can catch fish. And it'll be very difficult because here in Ottawa, the pike season will be open. Northern pike will be open, and walleye will be open, but bass will be closed. So you have to target pike without targeting the bass. Now if you catch one by accident, it's fine, you release it. But yeah, we're going to trying to be catching pike on these kinds of lures, and pike make for fantastic catches. So we'll see if we can get that done. If you're interested at all, subscribe to the secondary channel. And on top of that, if you don't think that these kinds of things belong on this channel, in these mailbag videos, you need to let me know in the comments below. If I get 1,000 views and only 2 people said that they don't want this on the mailbag, then that means that 0.2% of people don't want it on there, so it's not significant. So let me know if you don't want it. And so that makes up today's mailbag video. A special thank you, as always, to my Patreon patrons who let me buy cool stuff to do cool projects. At least I hope they're cool. If you want to join them, there's a link in the description. Other than that, I thank you all for watching, subscribing, leaving comments. You folks are the best, especially when I have trouble breathing. The one thing I can look forward to is reading comments. Sometimes they're so bad that they just take me out of my misery. Thanks for watching.